If you guys want to get straight into the review, skip to this point of the video. That being said, I just want to dedicate this first part to something that happened to me today. So, a lot of you know that on Gary's mod, I use some models from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, since I'm such a fan of the franchise. And today, this morning, I was actually added by someone who makes some of the models. So yeah, shout out to Gaara on Steam. On the odd chance, Gaara, that you're watching this, I appreciate your gift of friendship. And I hope it's not just like one of those things where you're just adding me just because I use your shit. I hope we can actually, play together. You and me. We can actually talk, have a heart to heart. Maybe discuss each other's fucking mental issues. That'd be fun, and we can ride dicks. Like dick boats all around Gary's mod. How about it? Come on, Gaara. Nah, but seriously, thanks a lot. It actually means a lot more than some may think. But Gaara, I really do hope you're not just some 34-year-old man who wants to ravage my bum. So, that being said, enjoy the review. So, I just recently had a whore grab my cock and... Wait... So I just recently saw Thor Ragnarok, and God, that was so fucking stupid. I want to fucking kill myself. I saw Thor Ragnarok, the latest endeavor by Marvel Studios, and I don't know if I should just say how I think about the movie, or if I should just keep talking about it. Fuck it. I thought the movie was pretty. The movie stars Chris Hemsworth, Tom Hiddleston, Mark Ruffalo, Jeff Goldblum, Kate Blanchett, and Tessa Thompson. Oh, and Anthony Hopkins, he's in this too. Can't forget Anthony Hopkins. Alright, I gotta fucking calm the fuck down. So yeah, I thought the movie was pretty good. So the movie was directed by Taika Waititi, who directed movies like What We Do in the Shadows and Hunt for the Wilder People. I actually haven't seen those two movies, despite how amazing they both sound and look. So, needless to say, I gotta really watch those movies. So yeah, I thought the movie... Thor Odinson, the god of thunder and member of the Avengers, is imprisoned on an alien planet all the way on the other side of the galaxy, in which he must engage in gladiatorial combat with the Incredible Hulk in order to escape his captor, which is the Grandmaster, played by Jeff Goldblum. While all of this is happening, Thor's homeworld of Asgard is being under attack by the goddess of death, Hela, who wishes to bring upon Ragnarok, which is the Norse apocalypse. Can I express my opinion now? Oh, thank God. Okay. So yeah, I actually thought the movie was pretty damn good. So, starting off with just the main idea of, like, this whole apocalypse going on, Ragnarok is happening, and, like, people being killed, goddess of death has come, she certainly will, if I ever see her. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha! The fact that all of this shit is going down in Asgard and it's still considered a comedy, like, a lot of people see that as a bad thing. Like, I see people talking about this movie saying that it should have been like a dark, gritty, like, movie. But I mean, you see, Marvel has already done that with Thor the Dark World, at least from what I've heard. I actually haven't seen Thor the Dark World. I haven't seen any Thor movies. And in fact, actually, you know what? Here's a list of Marvel movies I haven't seen. Needless to say, I really need to watch Guardians of the Galaxy. Both of them. I actually really like the idea of a apocalyptic comedy. Sort of like, if anything, it's almost like a kid-friendly version of This Is the End. But I also haven't seen This Is the End. So why am I making a comparison to a movie I haven't even seen? I don't fucking know. But yeah, I actually thought it was done pretty fucking well. Yeah, so Taika Waititi, good on ya. I also really like the acting in the movie. Like, Chris Hemsworth, I've seen the first two Avengers movie. Well, I mean, I've seen enough of the first Avengers to say that I've seen it. I've seen Age of Ultron. I really enjoyed Age of Ultron, despite what everyone says. I don't care. If I like a movie, that's that. I mean, I like Suicide Squad. I liked... Not Batman vs. Superman. That's for sure. Like, before this, like, Thor was sort of, I guess, the closest to a straight man there was. And I guess they made him into a funny guy, because, it's not really a Marvel movie without a funny guy. And, he does a pretty good job. Chris Hemsworth, he did a good job. And everyone else also did really good jobs. One thing that I wasn't really expecting, maybe because I haven't seen all the trailers, I wasn't expecting Valkyrie to be such a heavy alcoholic. There's a scene where she's introduced. I don't know if this is considered a spoiler, but she walks on the bridge of her ship, and, like, Thor is, like, under a net, and he's and he's captured by these alien things, and she's like, he's coming with me, and he just fucking falls off the bridge, holding like a bottle of alcohol. It's fucking great. So yeah, I think Valkyrie was one of my favorite characters of the whole movie. Hulk is in the movie, of course. He speaks a lot more than he normally does in the movie. In the other movies, he only says a few words, and I thought it was pretty fucking good. The banter between Hulk and Thor, and then later on Thor and Bruce, because eventually he has to turn back. I also really liked Hela. Obviously, she's hella fine, but I mean, as a villain, I thought she was pretty cool. Probably not going to be as memorable as, like, maybe, as Loki, who is also in this movie, of course, or as the Vulture from Spider-Man Homecoming. But I mean, I think she did a pretty good job. People will probably put her somewhere up there with Red Skull. She was, like, the closest to a straight man there is in this movie, which sort of leads me to my only problem with the movie. And that's that there's really no, like, straight man in this movie. Like, everyone in this movie makes at least, like, 3 jokes or more, or, like, 3 lines that aren't exactly meant to be taken seriously. And, you know, that can be kind of distracting. It definitely takes away from moments of tension, which can be kind of a bad thing, but I mean, whatever. You know, it's a Marvel movie, it's gotta have humor, you know, it's gotta appeal to the kids, you know, it can't be all doomy and gloomy, it can't be like Thor the Dark World, because we all know how that went out. But yeah, the action in this movie was also really cool, it was really good. I really like the action in this movie, especially the fights at the start and near the end, because they used the song, the Immigrant Song by Led Zeppelin, which is also used in the trailer. I remember distinctively watching this with my brother and just fucking looking at him during the first fight scene and be like, oh, it's Led Zeppelin, and just him telling me to just shut the fuck up. That's what he was trying to tell me. And the movie was shot, like, beautifully. Like, this movie is gorgeous. Like, there are a lot of shots in this movie where you just think, like, wow. Like, you either want this as, like, a painting in your house or as your desktop background. Because, like, some of these shots are fucking breathtaking. I think the bestest one they showed in the trailer was the scene with Hela, and all the Valkyries are, like, charging towards her. It's like that, and a few other scenes in this movie are just fucking wow. This movie is fucking gorgeous. It's left me speechless. Like, even now, I'm just struggling to find the words to describe just how beautiful this movie is. Okay, so now all that's been said, I'm gonna move on to spoilers. If you guys don't want to hear me talk about spoilers, I suggest you skip to this part of the video. I'm sorry that I'm getting you to skip, like, most parts of the video, but I mean, you know, I'm doing it for your sake. So, that being said, here we go, into the spoilers. Now, the first spoiler-ish thing I want to talk about is Doctor Strange. For those who have seen Doctor Strange, you probably already know that he's going to be in this movie. For those who didn't see Doctor Strange, you probably didn't know he was going to be in this movie, but he's in the movie. That is, of course, unless you follow Movie Web on Facebook. Fuck those guys. Doctor Strange is in this movie not as long as I would have expected him to. I would have, like, at least expected him to have, like, one battle, but he wasn't in any of the battles. You know, he did have a scene near the beginning of the movie, and I thought that was really good. I thought it was a really good scene, and I thought it was, like, of course, really funny. With the whole teleportation thing, and just seeing Thor just being a bumbling idiot in Doctor Strange's house. That was pretty cool. And of course, when he decides to bring Loki back because he makes him fall into a hole before he's introduced into the movie. So there is that. Also, there is a character in this movie called Korg, who is played by the director Taika Waititi. And Korg is... Wait a minute, I fucking knew it! So Korg... I fucking love Korg. I'm gonna just say, Korg is the best. Just the idea of this great, big, colossal rock creature with just, like, this gentle as, like, New Zealand accent is the fucking best. I love every single scene that he's in. Holy fuck, I want to see a fucking Korg movie. Because holy shit, Korg is great. I don't know if this will be the last thing I talk about. So, there are a lot of things in the trailer that are a little bit different than in the movie. There is a scene where Valkyrie, Thor, Hulk, and Loki all gather on the bridge of Asgard. We don't see that, because Hulk is too busy fighting the wolf, and Loki is gathering everyone onto the ship away from Asgard, so we're left with only Thor and Valkyrie. And Thor, by the way, is missing one eye. Do you remember this scene near the end of the trailer? Yeah, in the actual movie, he's only got one eye. Freaking Hela takes out one of his eyes, and it's just like, oh, now you remind me of Dad. First of all, don't remind me of Dad because I fucking miss him. Second of all, that's fucking brutal. Thor just gets his eye just scratched out. It's not that graphic, although I kind of wish it was. But I mean, like, holy shit. Like, I was not expecting Thor to get his eye taken out. Holy fuck! Okay, another thing I didn't like was Jeff Goldblum as the Grandmaster. I didn't dislike him, but I mean, you know, he was just kind of, just, kind of a, like a bumbling, Jeff Goldblum-esque, villain. And, you know, he's, just kind of, just sort of being awkward and, being, Jeff, Goldblum. And, I mean, again, he was alright, and a lot of people loved him, but to me, it just kind of came off as if, you know, it was just sort of like, you know, this is sort of what I do, this is my thing, I'm just gonna do it, and just get my fucking paycheck and just book it. So, I'm sorry, Jeff Goldblum, but, I mean, your performance as the Grandmaster really didn't do it for me. But, I mean, it could have been done a whole lot worse, but it could have been done a little bit better. But in the end, I thought Thor Ragnarok was a fucking damn good time. It was a fucking romp. It's got great comedy, it's got great action, great acting, beautiful fucking visuals, and of course, the best character of all time. Despite all its flaws, I am giving Thor Ragnarok the KiwamiClaud seal of approval. So yeah, reviews are going to be something I do on this channel. So with movies like Thor Ragnarok and other movies that I'm going to see in theaters, I'll give them like a sort of quick review. The reason why this one is longer is because since it's my first review, it's just me kind of spitballing, and not to mention there is some stuff I wanted to talk about. Don't expect, you know, a lot of my movie reviews... Don't expect a lot of my reviews to be on good movies, because I've subjected myself to some shit, and I'm going to subject myself to some more shit. One of them being one I recently discovered called Where the Dead Go to Die. Fucking wish me luck on that. So thanks for watching my first review, and what do you guys think of Thor Ragnarok? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, like, subscribe, share the video if you want, cause I need views. Straight up, I just need views. Help me, someone give me attention. Ah, shit, I forgot to mention, sorry for not uploading Gmod Part 3. My mum is still out of the country, so I'm not able to, you know, record or edit as much. So it may come later rather than sooner, unfortunately. But I can assure you that after that, Childhood Ruined will start filming, and my god, is it going to be something different. So yeah, just wanted to let you guys know that. But yeah, thanks for watching, and take care. See ya.